So a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I showed you a video of working on the flooring in this camper van, but I wasn't able to finish because I ran out of material and I couldn't find more. They discontinued the color that I had. So now I'm finally going to be able to get back to working on that floor and some other things that I need to do on the truck. Well, hey everybody, I'm Bill with Live Simple, Live Free. I'm finally going to be able to finish this flooring and a bunch of other stuff that I'm going to be working on too. But there's going to be some change-ups. Let me show you what I'm doing. So this is the flooring that I have installed here. I didn't quite finish it, I ran out over here. But as I mentioned when I was doing this, this has some problems. And we've been driving it now for about a month like this, and the problems are only getting worse. The main problem here is that these tiles are all supposed to lock together. And they lock together, but they just don't stay. I don't know if you can see this right here, but there's some flex. That's supposed to be locked, but there's flex there. And as I travel down the road, there's movement and it just keeps pulling apart. The other thing is that these seams here all have a beveled edge on them, so it makes this wide open crack here. So let me show you what I'm going to be doing instead. So this is our new bathroom that we just had remodeled. We had a contractor friend of ours do this over the winter while we were in Florida. This is our Virginia home. And notice the flooring that he used. It's also the locked together vinyl tile, but we like it so much better. The seams come together tight. There's no bevel, so it makes a real tight seam. Also, the thickness of this vinyl is probably twice as much as the stuff I used out in there in the truck. So I think it's going to lock together and stay together much better as we drive down the road. So this is the end look of the stuff I'm going to use in the truck now. So this is what we will be using now. It's Pergo brand, which is a very high quality, well-respected name. It's their thickest and toughest vinyl tile. It's waterproof, 100% waterproof after it's locked together. This color is called Rome Marble, and here's what it looks like. It's white and it's got gray in it, and then it's got these gold highlights in here. Now I just laid some of these out to see what they look like, and you know, we liked the gray here, but the white, wow, it just really makes it pop, and it looks like and it makes the gray look almost dingy. And the interesting thing is that this gold that I pointed out to you right here, when you put it next to the red brick, it almost turns a reddish brown or a red brick color. And I think it really matches well. So we're going to like this better. I think it's really going to work. And over here between the dinette seats, it's going to work well. The gray in there matches the gray seats. Now, I really didn't want to do this because I've already done the work to lay all of this. I'd really rather not do it again. But I think that this is going to just continue to have more and more problems over time as it separates. There's another one that's loose. This is actually very easy to take out because it's not glued down. It's just locked together and then laying there in place. So it shouldn't take me long to remove it. See that? It just comes right up. I want to save this first row as a template. This is all cut. There's a little bit of a curvature here. I'm going to save that as a template so I can easily trace it to put in the new one. Okay, it just snapped into place. You could hear the snap, and now it's nice and tight. So much better than that old stuff that I had. So much better. It's a lot harder to get this locked in than the other one was, but once it's locked in, it's tight, it's solid, it's very nice. Now this was a tough piece to cut right here, and when I was cutting this, that piece broke off, which is unfortunate, but I kind of expected it. But that's back behind there. I think I can still kind of put it in place. And then the next piece that'll go in there will just hold it in. Back there in the corner, it won't really be seen. So when I do projects in Florida, I'm at a distinct disadvantage because I don't have all of my tools down there. I've managed to duplicate a lot of the smaller ones, all the hand tools and that sort of thing, but I'm not going to duplicate stuff like this. It's too expensive. Up here in Virginia, I've got everything that I need. My compressor, my nail gun. This is a finishing nail gun. So I can actually work more efficiently and faster up here in Virginia, because down in Florida I got to use a hammer. You know, what they used back in the 1800s. Oh, hey. So I got the tile down here. Now I actually have another floor that goes on here. I did that because I needed this amount of height for all of the battery stuff. It goes under there. This is higher than the standard door or standard seat. And when I sit on it, I can just barely reach the ground. But when Elizabeth sits here, her feet are dangling. She can't reach. It's not comfortable. So I built this second floor up a little higher to make it more comfortable. But there is another benefit to that, is because now we have this space under here. We have a folding table that goes here for our dinette, and we're not using it. We fold it up and we slide it in that slot underneath of the floor, and it gets out of the way. I didn't initially plan it that way. It just happened that way, and it works very well. So here's the extra floor. And now I need to put the tile, that tile up on here as well. And you can see here the slot where the table slides in there. You see how the whole thing just floats here. It's not glued down. That's the way it's designed to be. And then I just put the quarter round molding all around the edges to lock it in place. So now I've finished the whole floor, and I think it looks really, really great, except for one problem. I'm short one piece. I want to run this back in that closet there. As you can see, the last piece is a little short, and I don't have that one. If I had one more piece, I could cut it in half and it would fit that. The problem is, you can't buy this stuff by the piece, you got to buy it by the box, and I think it's about $70 a box. So the question is, do I want to pay 70 bucks for that one piece to put it in there? Or do I want to just try to cover it up or something? I don't know what to do. Maybe just paint that white and leave it like that? I don't know. So anyway, the next thing for me to do is put all the quarter round molding down around it. So I'm working on putting down this shoe mold around on top of the tile, and this is going to be an inside corner like that. A lot of carpenters, when they do an inside corner for any kind of molding, they'll do a 45 there and a 45 here. The problem with that is sometimes the corner that you're doing isn't exactly 90 degrees. It might be 87 or 92, something like that. And if you cut them both as 45, then there's a potential of having a gap there, either here or here. So I do it a little bit differently. One of them I just keep straight like that, and then this one I cut to a 45. Then I take a coping saw and I cut, not straight but back at an angle like this, and I cut this out. Now that does take a little bit longer than just making a 45-degree cut with the saw, but let me show you the result. So now you can see with this one on top, if this is a 90-degree angle, then it's a perfect fit. There's no gap there. If it's this way, there's still no gap, and if it's this way, there's still no gap. It really makes a much tighter looking joint. So that's the way I do all of my joints now. Unfortunately, when you have an outside corner like this, there's nothing you can do. You just have to caulk. If there's a crack, you have to either adjust the angle or caulk the crack. So now this is the section between the benches for the dinette, and I put this piece in straight on both ends, no bevel. And then this piece with the coping saw cut fits right in there. See, a perfect joint. Comes out perfect every time. Now I told you earlier in the video about how the table, the folding table that we use up here, slides under there when we're not using it. I put this across as a stop to keep it from sliding out when I hit the brakes. And it looks like this. This is the folding table. Goes right in there out of the way. How cool is that? Totally by accident the way that worked out, but I absolutely love it. So for this spot where I ran out of tile, here's what I decided to do. This is just a closet back here. It has Elizabeth Walker in here and then hanging clothes. You're really not going to see that back there. So I just painted that spot where there is no tile. Put this right here. And then I'm just going to nail this metal strip down right there. Like that. And it'll all be covered up, you know, because this closet will be full. You won't be able to see anything. I just can't justify spending another 70 bucks for a whole box just to get that one piece. Now I've got that strip nailed in right there. I think that'll be fine. So now I've also got this metal strip that goes right here on this step. Now this is very strange because usually these come like that one did, with holes and nails that go in it to nail it down. This one just comes with an adhesive strip, and I'm very skeptical that that's going to be enough. So I have some nails left over from when I put this strip back there, so I'm going to, after I stick it down, I'm going to drill a few holes and put some nails in. So there it is, that's supposed to be done, but it's just stuck down with that 3M double-sided tape, and I don't trust that for a second. This is pretty hard to hammer because this board is kind of bouncy. All right, there we go. That's not going anywhere. Now I've got this little piece for right here, but if I put a nail in that, even those tiny little finishing nails, it'll split it. So instead, I'm going to glue it in place. This is just Elmer's wood glue, or Elmer's glue, which is basically just a wood glue. Once it dries, it'll hold it well. Just like that. Okay, so now everything is finished. The flooring is finished. Got that metal piece on that step there. All the molding is done. All over the place. The molding in the corners and all that. It really looks finished.
I love these.
Yeah, I was going to make some kind of cup holders out of wood, and then I discovered it's a lot easier to buy them, so I just bought 2 of those and put them up there on the wall. So as far as I know now, everything on the inside is done, and it's been a long time in coming. So, dear, what do you think?
Oh, I am just honestly thrilled. It looks so nice and finished. I love the new flooring. All these little odds and ends of things. He put in a few more shelves for me, which I really need.
Yeah, a couple of shelves up here.
Yep, on the sides. It feels very comfortable to be able to be a home while we travel. And the floor is going to stay totally clear because everything's got a place.
Yep.
I'm thrilled.
You know, last summer when we took our tour out west in this thing, I had built it to the point where everything was functional, but it wasn't anywhere near finished. The flooring was still bare. None of this had been painted yet. No moldings. You know, a lot of things like that. Now you walk in and it just has a completely finished feel because it is, and so
a little efficiency apartment.
It's very pleasant in here.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's something truly wonderful if you're out traveling around about having a really busy day, and then you come up and you open the door and you come in here and everything has a place, and you shut the door and you close the curtains and you feel secure and you feel like you're home. Even if the weather gets bad or whatever, it's a very nice feeling. And we function in here so well. Even if we had to spend like a whole day because of heavy rain, we do just fine. He did a good job.
Now, if you've been following our channel for a while, you've seen the complete build. And I think there are, I don't know, 30-some videos or more, I don't even know how many, of the complete build of this. They're all in a playlist. If you haven't seen it, I'll put a link to it right up here. For the playlist, so you can see each individual video of all the different things that we did. But all along, especially in the past couple months, there have been a lot of people asking for a final tour. And I didn't really want to do that until it was finished. And now it's finished. So next week, our video will be the final tour of this, and I'll show you all the systems and how everything works and that whole bit. So
yeah, show you the final result.
Just kind of tie it all together. Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, and so we're doing all of this, of course, in preparation for our trip this coming summer, where we're going to the Pacific Northwest, and we announced last week that we're going to be doing a meetup in Washington State,
in Olympia,
Washington.
Yeah.
So if you hadn't seen that and you want to come, we'd love to see you. Go back one video, and you'll see all the information about that.
Yeah, we'll be going up into Alberta, and then just all over the far northwest.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're excited.
Yes.
So thanks for watching.
Yes, live simple.
Live free. You be blessed.
We love you guys, and we will, of course, see you very soon.
All right. All right.